Welcome to June and a new slate of fantastic indie game releases. First up is Rise of Industry 2, the sequel to a fun management game from a few years back. Like the original, your goal is to harvest or acquire resources and then set up supply chains to manufacture goods and sell them on for profit. It's not just about supply chains though, you also need to invest in the town in order to keep workers happy. Moving the setting to the 80s, this sequel tasks you with conquering 15 scenarios in which you will have to expand your global network of contacts if you want to keep your board of shareholders happy, succeed and rise above the competition. Featuring a mix of city building and logistics, Rise of Industry 2 is aiming for the top. Rise of Industry 2 comes to PC June 3rd, with a console release planned for later in the year. When I was young, the gaming landscape was dominated by platformers. Nowadays, they're much rarer, which makes Ruffy and the Riverside a nice surprise. This is a 3D platformer whose art style strongly apes that of the Paper Mario series, and gives the player the power to copy and paste textures in order to solve puzzles, turn ice into lava, or waterfall into vines. Your quest is to stop the mischievous villain Groll from destroying the world core and throwing Riverside into chaos. Along the way, you will travel to fantastical places and meet new friends like Pip the Sassy Bee, Sir Edler the Adventurous Mole, and Silja the Wise Turtle. As well as 3D platforming, you'll be able to jump into the background, turning the world 2D for a moment as you continue your quest. The game looks to provide a nice hit of nostalgia while appealing to modern sensibilities at the same time. Ruffy and the Riverside comes to all the consoles and PC June 26th. Star Overdrive is an action-packed, fast-paced adventure set in an open world. As the player, you explore an alien world using your high-speed hoverboard, pulling off tricks and using your momentum to reach new places. As you explore, you will find ruins that once cleared will unlock new abilities that you can combine in different ways to help fight off enemies. It's a game that rewards exploration, with plenty of secrets to find, and in many ways makes me think of Breath of the Wild, only you're on a hoverboard. Star Overdrive skates onto PC, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles, June 19th. Our next game is a long-awaited title that, whilst being a series that I haven't really got on with, I know many others have and also love. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 continue to tell the parallel story to Undertale. Fight or spar your way through action-packed battles as you explore a mysterious world alongside an endearing cast of new and familiar characters. The first 2 chapters are included in this release, with the promise of additional 3 chapters after launch. Most people will already know whether they are looking forward to these new chapters, but putting all 4 chapters together will allow newcomers to experience the series in its entirety. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 arrives on all the consoles and PC June 5th. Forgotlings is a cinematic action-adventure game that sells itself initially on the gorgeous art. It looks like you are playing an animated movie. You play as Fig, a gifted posing doll and captain of the sentient ship Volaire, as you journey to distant corners of our collective memories in order to unite warring tribes against a mysterious threat. Ostensibly a metroidvania, it is set within a semi-open world, allowing you to choose where to go. As mentioned, the art is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but it also seems to have some charm to it, and looks to deviate from the standard Metroidvania template. Forgotlings comes to PC June 12th. The original Lost in Random is, to my eyes at least, a bit of a hidden gem, so I was very interested when a spin-off was announced. I was less enthused when I found out it was going to be an action roguelike. I do like the genre, but there is a deluge of similar games right now. Sensibly, developer Stormteller Games are keeping the same cracking art style of the original and are incorporating the dice into the combat, creating a risk-reward system that sounds like it could add some originality to the game. Outside of that, it follows the genre staples with multiple relics and weapons to equip, alongside card-based abilities that you can wield. Much like Forgotlings, the art style is doing a lot for me in terms of making me want to play this game, but hopefully the gameplay tweaks will lead to an experience that feels different to play when stacked up alongside the other action roguelikes. Lost in Random: The Eternal Die rolls onto all the consoles and PC June 17th. Next we have an unusual title. Quantum Witch is ostensibly a game about finding your lost flock of fae, but soon develops into something altogether a bit weird as you find yourself thrown into a multiversal conflict. The developer Nikki J describes the game as a plot-former, a cross between a point-and-click adventure and a choose-your-own adventure. To that end, choice matters a great deal, with characters to save and plot lines to influence. It sounds very unique, and a game that is definitely more than meets the eye. Quantum Witch arrives on PC June 24th. Outrider Mako is a title that I was not aware of until I started putting this month's list together, which tells you a bit about how fast the indie landscape is moving nowadays. Outrider Mako is a top-down 2D action game that reminds me a lot of classic Zelda. Playing as Mako, you have fallen into the Mayo world, and in order to get back home, you must make package deliveries to receive seal stamps from the gods of the world, which will provide the spirit power for your return. You must travel the land looking for the items the gods require, and then wrap them up nicely before delivering them. As a newcomer to this world, you don't have access to weapons, but you do have the ability to jump on enemies' heads, destroying them in the process, as well as access to a suite of items that will help you in your journey. It looks and sounds like a very charming game with a fun central gameplay loop. Outrider Mako jumps onto PC June 23rd. Our penultimate game for June sees the 1.0 release of Cyber Knight Flashpoint, a turn-based tactical RPG from the Trece brothers. This development duo is known for their systems-heavy games that often look to innovate. In Cyber Knight, you play as cyberpunk mercenaries carrying out heists which see you recruit a team and plan the heist before setting out to take part in turn-based combat. As it's a heist, you will have options over whether to be covert or go loud. Along the way, you will need to balance reputations with factions, choose who to work with, and develop the stories of your team, who will evolve as you play, shaped by the choices you make. In many ways, this sounds like my ideal game, and I can't wait to finally get stuck in after waiting out the early access period. Cyber Knight Flashpoint comes to PC June 2nd. Finally for June, we have my pick of the month, and for those who follow this channel closely, you won't be surprised to see a Train Valley game at the top of the list. After a couple of titles that have looked to expand the franchise into something more like a transport tycoon game, Train Valley Origins, like the name suggests, takes things back to the beginning. As such, this entry in the series is more of a puzzle-style game, where you are dropped into a map with various stations that need to be connected up, and trains that need to head to specific stations. With a time limit, you can't hang around and must avoid crashes which will lose you money and make building routes more difficult, so you will need to be efficient in your planning. I'm always happy to see another Train Valley game. I love the demo, and I can't wait to get stuck into the puzzling goodness that this game will provide. Train Valley Origins Choo Choo's onto Steam, June 12th. That's your lot for June. As always, a nice diverse selection of games to keep an eye out for. Let me know what your favourites are, and any you think I might have missed in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff really helps me out. I really appreciate anybody who takes the time out to do so. If it's your first time here, maybe check out some of the videos that are on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.